You have been taught that your thoughts are private, that they are harmless, fleeting whispers in the silent theater of your own mind. You have been told that a thought is just a thought, a random spark of electricity, a meaningless echo in the vastness of your skull. This is the greatest deception you have ever been sold, and it is the single reason your life is the way it is right now. The truth is this: your thoughts are not whispers, they are orders. They are direct, binding, and non-negotiable commands that you are issuing every single second of every single day to a universe that is listening with perfect, impartial attention. The universe is not your judge. It is your servant. It is a vast, powerful, and infinitely obedient mechanism that has only one function: to take the blueprint of your dominant thoughts and to construct a physical reality that perfectly matches it. It does not care if your blueprint is for a palace or a prison. It will build with flawless precision whatever you command it to build. This is the strangest secret, the one that separates the masters from the masses, the creators from the creatures of circumstance. We become what we think about, not what we say we want, not what we hope for on our better days. We become, we manifest. We are surrounded by the physical equivalent of our most dominant, most habitual, most emotionally charged thoughts. Look at your life. Your bank account is not a measure of the economy. It is a measure of your thoughts about wealth and abundance. Your relationships are not a measure of your luck. They are a measure of your thoughts about love and connection. Your health is not a measure of your genetics. It is a measure of your thoughts about vitality and well-being. Your outer world is a perfect, three-dimensional printout of your inner world. For too long, you have been a careless commander, a reckless king, issuing contradictory orders from your throne. You wake up and think, I will be successful, and for a moment, the great servant of the universe begins to move mountains on your behalf. But then an hour later, you see a bill you cannot pay and you think, I will always be in debt. And the servant, in its perfect obedience, stops building your palace and begins reinforcing the walls of your prison. You meet a new person and think, this could be love, and the universe begins to weave a new tapestry of connection. But then the ghost of the past heartbreak whispers in your ear and you think, I will only get hurt again, and the servant dutifully cuts the threads. Your life is a chaotic mess of half-built palaces and half-demolished prisons because your mind is a battlefield of contradictory commands. You are at war with yourself, and you are wondering why you are not winning. The first act of the master is to achieve peace, an internal alignment. It is a conscious, deliberate, and disciplined decision to issue only one kind of order, the order that serves your highest vision. This requires you to become the guardian at the gate of your own mind. You must stand watch with the vigilance of a soldier protecting a king, and you must inspect every thought that seeks entry. You must ask of every thought, do you serve my grand design? Do you build the reality I am committed to creating? Or are you a traitor, a saboteur, a whisper from the enemy of my old, limited self? This is the birth of a new mindset, the mindset of a conscious creator. It is the understanding that your thoughts are not you. They are tools that you use, and you must learn to wield them with the skill and precision of a master craftsman. You must choose your thoughts as carefully as an architect chooses his materials. You must build a vision in your mind, a clear, detailed, and magnificent blueprint of the life you demand to live, not a vague wish, a definite crystalline picture. This is your definite major purpose. This is a command that will override all other commands. The great industrialist Andrew Carnegie did not simply wish for a steel empire. He held the vision of it in his mind with such burning, obsessive clarity that it consumed him. He saw the great furnaces roaring. He saw the rivers of molten steel. He saw a nation being built with the product of his will, long before the first foundation was ever laid. That vision was not a dream. It was a command. He issued an order to the universe, a broadcast of such power and clarity, that all the resources, all the people, all the opportunities necessary for its fulfillment were drawn to him as if by an irresistible magnetic force. This is the power you possess, the power of a focused, disciplined, and unwavering mind. When you learn to control the inner world of your thoughts, you will, by an immutable law of nature, begin to control the outer world of your conditions. You stop being a creature of your environment, and you become a creator of it. You stop being the effect, and you become the cause. And to be the cause, you must understand the machinery of creation. A vision held in the mind is the first step, but it is not the last. An order to be fulfilled must be backed by unwavering conviction and relentless, intelligent action. This is the work. This is the discipline. Discipline is not the punishment you believe it to be. It is the conscious, moment-by-moment control of your own mental broadcast. It is the art of holding the frequency of your desire, even when the static of your old reality is screaming in your ears. The undisciplined mind is a radio, constantly changing stations, picking up every stray signal of fear, of doubt, of distraction, and broadcasting a chaotic, incoherent mess. The disciplined mind is a powerful laser, broadcasting a single, pure, and unwavering signal, a signal so powerful it reshapes the very fabric of the cosmos. This discipline is a choice, made not once in a moment of grand inspiration, but 1,000 times a day in the small, quiet moments of your life. It is a choice to starve a negative thought of your attention and to feed a positive one. It is a choice to see the world not as it is, but as you desire it to be, and to hold that vision in the face of all evidence to the contrary. And you must ground this broadcast in the physical world through action. A thought, no matter how powerful, is a spiritual blueprint. Action is the builder that lays a foundation in the material world. You cannot command a harvest and then refuse to till the soil. You cannot order a victory and then refuse to go into battle. Your actions are the physical proof you offer to the universe that you are serious about your command. They are the tangible expression of your faith. Look at the titans who built the modern world. Henry Ford was consumed by the idea of a horseless carriage, an automobile for the masses. This was his vision, his command. But he did not simply sit and think about it. Night after night, while the world slept, he was in a small brick shed, tinkering with a crude, sputtering gasoline engine. His hands were covered in grease. His clothes smelled of fuel. He faced explosions, failures, and the constant ridicule of those who said he was a fool chasing a pipe dream. But every turn of the wrench, every adjustment of a valve was an act of faith. It was a physical prayer. It was his disciplined action, aligning his body with the powerful order he was broadcasting with his mind. He was not waiting for the world to give him an automobile. He was, with his own hands, preparing the ground for the reality he was commanding into existence. This is a harmony you must achieve. The harmony between the inner command and the outer action. When your thoughts and your actions are telling the same story, you become a vortex of creative power. But what happens when your actions seem to fail? What happens when you work, you strive, you discipline your mind, and the world outside still reflects the old reality of lack and limitation? This is a great test of faith, and it is where most people surrender. They do not understand the law of the time lag. The reality you are experiencing today is not the result of the orders you are sending out now. It is the echo, the delayed reflection of the orders you were sending out yesterday, last week, last year. You are living in the ghost of your past thinking. And when you see this ghost, you have a choice. The victim sees the ghost and believes it is the only reality. They see the lack. They feel the fear, and they immediately change their broadcast to match it. They start sending out orders of doubt and despair once more, thus guaranteeing that their future will be a perfect copy of their past. But the master, the creator, sees the ghost and understands it for what it is, an old echo, a fading shadow. They acknowledge it, but they do not give it their power. They refuse to let the old, dying reality dictate the new, living command they are broadcasting. This requires a force that will so profound it can hold a vision of sunshine steady in the middle of a hurricane. It requires an attitude of unshakable, positive expectancy. Your attitude is the carrier wave of your thoughts. It is the emotional energy that gives your broadcast its power. A command sent with an attitude of fear is a corrupted signal. A command sent with an attitude of doubt is a weak one. But a command sent with a calm, confident, and grateful attitude, the absolute knowing that your desire is already a fact in the spiritual realm and is on its way to you, that is a signal that the universe cannot ignore. It is the attitude of the king who knows his decree will be done, not the beggar who hopes his plea will be heard. And the ultimate attitude of the king, the final seal on your command to the universe, is a practice of gratitude, not the timid gratitude for what you have already received, but the audacious, world creating gratitude for what is on its way. It is the act of giving thanks to the harvest while the seed is still in the ground. It is a profound expression of absolute faith. The beggar hopes and is grateful if his plea is answered. The king commands and is grateful because he knows his word is law. To live in a state of gratitude is to align your entire emotional being with the reality you have chosen to create. It is the most powerful signal you can possibly transmit. It is the message to the universe that the deal is already done, that your success is not a question, but a fact, waiting only for the illusion of time to catch up. This is a complete science, then a clear vision held with the unwavering focus of discipline, a vision expressed through relentless, intelligent action, a vision broadcast on the powerful carrier wave of a positive, expectant attitude, and a vision sealed with the absolute creative power of gratitude. This is the work of the Creator. This is the path of the Architect. So we arrive at this moment, right here, right now. The noise of the world fades away, and all that is left is you and the infinite creative potential of your own mind. The theories are done. The stories have been told. The only thing that matters is the thought you are thinking in this very second. What order are you broadcasting right now? Is it an order of lack or an order of abundance? An order of fear or an order of faith? An order of mediocrity or an order of greatness? You have been given the keys to the kingdom. You have been shown the operating manual for reality. You can no longer claim ignorance. You can no longer play the part of the victim. The power is and has always been within you. The past is a phantom. The future is a canvas. This moment is the only reality. This is your moment of creation. Stop whispering your desires to the universe and hoping for a response. Stand up, assume your power, and give your command.